There's a good thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies over Jerusalem, and why did it sound one of the most treasured sites in Christianity?
All right. I forgot the eye drops. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano, and it is Wednesday, hump day. 9 to 5ers making it halfway through the week. I am a little bit under the weather. Not sick as in the chills, but something I ate, I guess. I don't know. But it's back, and I am here to do the best I can for at least an hour. I'll probably go a little longer than that because I got a lot of stuff here. But yeah, I'm not changing the show a little, but I'm adding something to it tonight. A little more paranormal stuff, ghost videos, and actually probably just one. I'm not sure. There's a channel out there, and I can't remember the name right now, and I'll tell you in a minute when we play it in a little while. But they do like stories on people, and they send them their evidence, and they say, this is what's happening, and I can't believe it. I'm just recording, and next thing I know, this flies off the shelf, and the lights turn off, and stuff like that happens. And and no, this isn't the same purple shirt I wore the other day. For those of you wondering, I've got several of the same colored shirts in my closet. I am getting into shirts I haven't worn in a while because they didn't fit, because I lost so much weight. But I've gained about 27 pounds, I think it is, 28, since January. So all my shirts are starting to fit again, and I'm happy that I'm able to wear. Now I know. This is the shirt with the flimsy collar. I thought it was the other one. Anyway, just wardrobe malfunctions, and I will grab the eye drops in the other room with my drink. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I think they're... hold on a second. It's the first time I spoke all day. And... when I take deep breaths, I feel like I'm going to puke. Forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. I don't know if there's more. I think there's another congressional hearing tomorrow on UFOs. Does anybody know if that's true? Because if it is, we'd have to go live in the morning again. But I'm not sure there is, but I don't pay attention as much to the chat room as most people do because I'm by myself and I have to, do other stuff. And it's hard to read the chat room, get things ready to talk about at the same time, and keep everything in a smooth transition, conversational type of thing. But tonight I do want to talk about a little bit about what the community is talking about with this these congressional hearings. So that, and tomorrow, which I wanted to do today but I couldn't, I'm going to do gonna try it out tomorrow, and I'm gonna record it, but I'm gonna do a randonautica. And the reason I'm doing it, I was gonna do it a year and a half ago and I never went through with it. But I did a test of it when I was in Arizona. And the test was, well, I'll talk about it after roll call. Let's just do roll call real quick, because I'm going to do that probably tomorrow by myself in the daytime at first, and then maybe do a nighttime one Saturday or Sunday night after I wake up at night. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's go. Welcome to the show, William Cheyenne. Cheyenne? Hold on. I got to get the classic. There we go. Welcome to the show. Alien Girl, welcome to the show. Member Rebecca Wiles, welcome to the show. Actually, yeah, member Alien Girl, welcome to the show. Members Josh and Artemis are here from the Josh and Artemis show. Welcome to this show. Am I sounding okay? Because I had to do some things with the microphone. John Raider Snake, Raider Nation here. Welcome to the show. Tim Freestone. Wilka, welcome to the show. Earth White House Spiritual Way. Good afternoon to you, my friend. Welcome to Goof On. Welcome to the show. Member Walt Corbin, welcome to the show. Member Mike Johnson, welcome to the show. Member The Gorilla Gamer, welcome to the show. Member Unidentified S5, welcome to the show. Helen Crystal Energy, welcome to the show. Member Akashi Chris is here. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Lisa M. I said it yesterday. Thinking it today. Welcome to the show. Coral Ann. Welcome to the show. The I Believe podcast. Hey, how you doing, podcast? That's right. Goof On does podcasts now. Welcome to the show. The beautiful one, Felicia Flores. Welcome to the show. Lucky Mole. Welcome to the show. Dr. Z Smith. Welcome to the show. Member Pardon Me Pete. Welcome to the show. Member Babs Williamson. Welcome to the show. Josh. Welcome to the show. All right, let's get to the front door. Banana. The Baconator, Lee Guy. Don't ask me why I said banana. Welcome to the show. Kelly Lewis, welcome to the show. Member Dorothy Hawkins, you're here. I know. Thank you for hanging out and listening, Dorothy. Hope you feel a little better. Welcome to the show. Member Bethany Khan. Welcome to the show. I covered all bases of your last name. I think it's Cone. I'm pretty sure. Because there was a pitcher in baseball named David Cone. And that's how he's pronounced his name and spelled it the same way. Lynn Wallington. The Engaged Lynn Wallington. Welcome to the show. So back off, guys. She's taken. Dave Hurley got dibs. You understand? And every right. That guy's got a voice like an angel. Did you hear him sing? It's amazing. Gifted. Makes me jealous. Not really, but I admire it. Justin A.D. Maynard. Welcome to the room. You're in Florida. You are technically an official breast and... I am. I can't believe what they wear at beaches nowadays. In the old days, we had to ask a woman to take her clothes off. Now they just walk around with nothing on. Pretty much. Member Dinky Ozzy. Dinkum Ozzy. Welcome to the show. I got half of it right. That's as good as it gets today. Lynn Wall. Oh, we already did that. All right, we're good. We got everybody. Member Lantonio. Welcome to the show. You got dibs to Excuse me? That's my wife, bro. All right, I'll share. What's up, Mike? Mike Gambali. Welcome to the show. Flabo. What's up, Flabo? South Boston, another Bostonite. A lot of Bostonites that I know. I know more people from Boston than any other state. It's weird. Member Ben Yorkshire, Goofonian UK. How you doing, mate? Glad you could be here. It's only midnight over there, so that's kind of cool. The new time. Member the Gorilla Gamer, welcome to the show. And Cluebeard. C Bluebeard. Cluebeard. All right, let's get this show going. What's up, Rebecca Wiles, Shadi Pandora, and Justin Wilson? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lynn Wall. Oh, we already said that. Alfie Joe Bob's here. Welcome to the show. Lisa M with lots of hearts and alien love. That's for me. Back off. Sorry, I'm not like that usually. Boston Deadhead, what's up? Boston rules. Hey, what's up, man? Boston is always showing up in good numbers. Let's get rid of the Richie Goof on tab. Everybody knows. I don't like having my name underneath right here. Like a lot of shows you'll see, you know, Cambion, Stephen Cambion or Truth Seekers, or but you know where you're at. If you don't know me, then, you know, you'll figure it out. I like not having the name, to be honest with you. I don't know. It blocks things. It gets in the way. And I think you should know where you're at. If you don't know what Goof On, who Goof On, or anything about what Goof On is, you'll figure it out. It's not that hard. I am Rich Giordano, an 18-year veteran in this field as of April 14th this year. It was a nice anniversary. And, yeah, that was the beginning. 2004. That was a good night. So I'm going to pull up, you know, let's talk about it real quick. No, I'm going to play it backwards today. I'm going to pull up a video to watch because I want to grab some things. And this is really, really, really good video that I'm going to bring up. It's from Third Phase of Moon, but there's a sighting that they have on video that I want help with figuring out what it is we're looking at, because it is extremely interesting. And I don't know the optics of a scope on a gun like this. And some of you out there are into this stuff. And what this guy captured is a disc-shaped object. Hold on, I got to clean up a little bit here. Yesterday, I never got rid of all this junk that we got that. Jeremy Corbell today posted, yeah, Elon Musk is very close to walking away from Twitter. Did you know 50% of Twitter are bots? They lied about how many followers they have. Yeah, so he's a little pissed. I don't believe it. I can't believe it. And I can believe it. Why'd they even waste time showing 2 pyramid videos? Yeah, that's true. I don't know why they showed this video. Hold on, I want to play this real quick. And you know the one. I know I got dark. Look, I gotta work on my studio again. I'm sorry. Let me see if this still not working. I can't believe this, and nobody can help me from StreamYard. I got it. You gotta do this, and I'm like, I already did all that. I don't need to keep changing things. Here it is. I'm glad I can work it, you know, the other way, but I don't like it. So here's the video. Here's 2. I'll play this one and then I'll come back. So just watch this real quick.
Areas. In this video, U.S. Navy personnel recorded what appears to be triangles, some flashing, recorded several years ago, off the coast of the United States. This was recorded while the U.S. Navy ship observed a number of small unmanned aerial systems in the area. And importantly, the video was taken through night vision goggles with a single lens reflex camera. These remained unresolved for several years. Several years later, and off a different coast, U.S. Navy personnel, again, in a swarm of unmanned aerial systems, and again through night vision goggles and an SLR camera, recorded this image. But this time, other U.S. Navy assets also observed unmanned aerial systems nearby. And we're now reasonably confident that these triangles correlate to unmanned aerial systems in the area. The triangular appearance is a result of light passing through the night vision goggles and then being recorded by an SLR camera. I don't mean to suggest that everything that we observe is identifiable, but but this is a great example of how it takes considerable effort to understand what we're seeing in the examples that we are able to collect. In this example, we accumulated sufficient data from 2 similar encounters from 2 different time periods in 2 different geographic areas to help us draw these conclusions.
Yeah, interesting, right? So Jeremy Corbell tweeted today or yesterday, and I think I talked about it briefly, but here it is. He says, hold on. Here it is. He says, the triangle aperture theory was a lame and feeble attempt to discredit the obvious. Anybody that considered this theory in the first place should evaluate their ability to perceive. The false aperture theory demonstrates willful ignorance and was never worth your time. So I said, Jeremy Corbell, making sure he gets this, will you please stop backing up that video? You know it's not a triangle. For real, you are embarrassing yourself again. Every video or piece of evidence you showed is garbage. Absolute waste of everyone's time. Don't insult our intelligence. You can't win this one. And then somebody underneath me said, this was the end of Corbell. And somebody else said, I'm sure Dr. Corbell will address his error and be more careful going forward, and so on and so on. This guy's ego is, there's no one bigger. Greer may be bigger. Greer. But even then, I'm not sure. Jeremy Corbell can't even admit a mistake. Wouldn't it be great if he said, I can't believe I was wrong. I'm sorry. I will make sure this never happens again. I would have almost had a little respect for the guy if he said anything like that. But I can't, and you shouldn't either. The guy is really watering down ufology because the phenomena is real. It's my Lou Elizondo impersonation when he pierces his lips at that so-called press thing they did when he first came to TTSA. The phenomena is real. Looking at no one in the audience. It's a beautiful thing. It's the roids. Jeremy Corbell is definitely not on steroids. If Jeremy Corbell was to take any drug to enhance himself, it would have to be Ritalin. Because the guy is just bizarre. Does he not see what we see? Does he not understand that the very government he is backing up with that video denied it being a UFO? Mick West proved it as far as I'm concerned. I have seen that happen on other cameras. It is obviously bokeh. But how can you sit there and say what you said is remarkable? Wait, hold on. Oh, I see. I just caught something. That was a tweet at 4 a.m. on April 10th last year when I think it was debunked. I don't know why that was just reposted. Okay. Now, I don't go. I don't go on Jeremy Corbell's Twitter, but I thought that was just yesterday. But they posted that from last year. Okay, so he didn't just post it. Nonetheless, he's still wrong, and it's sad. It's sad, and he's watering down ufology. It's disgusting. And yesterday, our government showed us actually, it wasn't even a full second. It was about 0.5 of a second. You know? Mystic 15 for $5 super chat says the triangles are not an artifact of the NVGs. The micro channel plates are 6-sided. I can't say if it's an effect of a DLSR. No, it is. It's the aperture. It's been proven. And yeah, you can see. I mean, even Mick West showed it with his camera. You know, they open and they close, and that's the shape it made. It's obvious what it is. Yeah, I'd have to disagree a little bit on that, unless I'm not reading your message correctly. But yeah, I know that the micro channel plates are 6-sided, but it's an effect of that. It's an effect. It's the aperture. It's the aperture. I'll tell you what. I'll even do you one better. Let me just tell you this. I don't know. But I go by the evidence that was thrown out there from Mick West, from my experience using many cameras over the years. And that effect is very common. I've seen it many times when you're slightly out of focus and you're zooming in or out and you try to focus. You see these images that are the camera. It's inside the camera housing. What are you going to do? It is what it is. Thank you very much for the super chat. I forgot. Yeah. Super chat supported show. What do we do here? Super chats, the thank yous, all that stuff. All the links are in the description of every show. Thank you very much. First one of the day always gets the thank you, Mystic 15. Member Mystic 15 for the $5 super chat talking about triangles not an artifact of NVGs. Musto Guccio? Oh, boy. Musto Guccio? Generoso? I can't. Hey, I'm telling you, I'm not me today, and that's okay. We're trying our best. We're trying our best to give you what we do. Thank you very much. Gorilla Gamer, member Gorilla Gamer 2. He says, yep, Target, you got it for $5 super chat. Thank you very much, member of the Gorilla. I'm going to stop saying member. Although you are. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to say the word member. I don't like it. It's a hard word to say. Member. Member the Gorilla Gamer. It sounds like I'm saying remember. All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. Always supporting the show. Thank you. Or as I should say, a continuing supporter of Goofon. Yeah, let me clean this up like I wanted to. Yeah, here's what they showed us yesterday. The 1.5 second video was an actual embarrassing thing. Now, they're showing you, come on. Theirs is on a little bit different than mine. It's funny how I don't see the white thing here anymore. And it does have sort of a teardrop. You could see it you could see it. There's a little teardrop. But mine, I think I still have mine up. Let me remove this. And me. See the difference? Yeah, I have it as background art just because I can show it really quick that way. I'm telling you, man, they got a balloon on video. And the guy has his camera. He's looking out the front of the cockpit. Then he turns to the side because he knows he's going to fly by it. And that's what you get at 500 freaking miles an hour or something. And the object isn't moving. It's not making any 90-degree turns. It's not even flying. It's floating. And of course, how can you deny what's hanging at the bottom of this, what I think would be a weather balloon at this altitude? Capiche? I just see a Ibnar Stratibus with the $5 super chat. Enjoyed the show yesterday with members, guests. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, thank you everybody who showed up. That was fun. And you bring me right into what we're going to talk about, what the community thinks is going on. And I only saw a few things. I tried listening to other shows, but I couldn't today. But I did see some chatter going around, and I know what other people are thinking. As a matter of fact, me and Jim Goodall and Michael Schrad and the Cousins brothers talked about it last night, and we posted it. Thank you for the $5, by the way. You are a continuing supporter of GoofOn, too. And we talked about that last night. It was in their video from last night. And let me pull it up real quick because, yeah, I'm not going to hear what I said. Yeah, I want you to hear what Jim Goodall said because I think it's pretty funny. Jim Goodall's amazing. I can't wait when I get to be 70 plus and I'm going on all well, who knows? We'll probably have quantum streams in 20 years, right? We'll be quantum streaming. That's what we're going to be doing. Dude, did you see that quantum show? GoofOn was in midair, mind you. Midair. Check it out. What the community is thinking.
Welcome back to Third Phase Moon. Blake Cousins, we got a special report. We got the panel members, Michael Schratt, Jim Goodall, and Rich from GoofOn. We're going to be going over what happened today in the Congress, Washington, D.C. For the first time over 50 years. Finally, they're talking about the UFO phenomenon, but they want to dub it the UAP and confuse everybody. But, well, there was some insight today and some knowledge that we learned. Not too much about revealing top secret, above top secret technology, but more behind the scenes on how these guys operate and their style of information as they disseminate it to the public. That's interesting of what happened today. So let's roll a quick clip from Washington, D.C. of this UFO UAP Congress hearing.
There it was. That's, in many cases, that's all that a report may include. And in many other cases, we have far less than this. As we detailed in both the unclassified...
In many other cases, we have far less? Far less than this? So my audio is cutting in and out. Fuck. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what to do. This is a new problem. And I have no way to fix it. Let me try something real quick. I'm going to play this. Just watch this. I'm going to try to fix my microphone. I can't tell. Hey, let me ask you guys. I'm cutting in and out, right? Am I cutting out? See, John Griffin doesn't have... Okay, I'm going to speak for a little bit, and you let me know. It can't be the mic gain. I have it all the way down. I have this new thing, and I think I screwed myself. Yep, here it is. Camera's on default. Hold on, let me see something here. I can't have the show be this bad anymore. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it is a slight fade in out, but I can't have it going in and out. I've never had this problem before. You sound like I always do. It's okay at my end, and I've got you on my phone and TV. See, that's weird. Let me see. All right, I'm going to do something now. I'm going to turn this off. Okay. How's that? Did that get any better? That should have made it better. Just let me know. Is that any better? I just need to know. And I'll keep talking, and we won't have to do it. Nathan says, sounds good now. It's good, Rich, Shadi Panorin. Anybody else? The people who heard it, it is quieter, yeah. Yeah, it could be. Put it back. How about that? Is that better? I turned it up a little. Okay, I don't want it cutting in and out. Okay, see, everybody has different, it dropped the volume big time, but I just turned up the gain. So it should be better. All right, everybody has a different opinion or a different experience. Way low? That's good? It was better? Turn it up. I did. All right. I'll turn it all the way up. I turned it up pretty loud. This is where it used to be. I turned the gain up to where it used to be. So now tell me what you think. Now, to me, it sounds like I'm over-modulating in my ear. You know? That's it? Okay, I think we got it. I turned it up. I did. Everything's updated. Checked my cables. Everything's fine. The mic's pointing directly at me. I know what I'm doing. It's okay for the moment. Okay, so it's better. Okay. I checked the cables. Every single show, I check the cables to make sure I didn't accidentally pull it out halfway. These cables that are in this, there's no way they clip in. So I don't know. Audio is overall low, and there's periodic in and out volume. No, that is a problem. That is a problem. You can't say it's not a problem. That's a major problem. Sound is half of the podcast. Tom, I can't put things in my butt as easily as you can. Well, this is very frustrating. Lynn says, sounds great to me. It was fine the way it was. Okay, I'm just going to continue the show now, and I'll work on it for next time. Shane says it's perfect. A lot of people saying it's perfect. It's good. I don't hear you in and out. You sound fine. Yeah, it's really strange. Everybody has a different experience. So I am going to continue with last night's interview with Goodall, Schratt, myself. I'm going to skip over.
Classified and classified versions of the preliminary assessment released by the Office of the Director of National Intelligence last June, this often limited amount of high-quality data and reporting hampers our ability to draw firm conclusions about the nature or intent of UAP. As detailed in the ODNI report, if and when individual UAP incidents are resolved, they likely fall into one of 5 potential explanatory categories: airborne clutter, natural atmospheric phenomena, U.S. government or U.S. industry developmental programs, foreign adversary systems, or a other bin that allows for a holding bin of difficult cases and for the possibility of surprise and potential scientific discovery.
So there you go. It looks like these guys have a hard time presenting evidence to the public. They struggled quite a bit trying to show us a video. It seems that they were ill repaired for bringing this evidence, and the evidence was kind of lackluster. Let's go to Jim. Jim, what's your first impressions?
Of all the resources they have and all the spooky programs, that they have their toe in the door with, with stuff that's already been distributed by the Department of Defense, and they put up this crap. It wasn't. A bunch of third graders could have done a better job in presenting evidence of UAPs just by going on the internet, pulling stuff down that has been distributed by the United States military. Either the Navy has released the information, so we're assuming that that's valid, or the Air Force has. I don't think Air Force have even mentioned a word about.
Yeah, they're keeping tight-lipped on this.
Yeah. But I think Space Force is the one that probably is the lead going to be on this. And
it was kind of cool, right? That they did mention that they want to collaborate with different agencies, military, Space Force, Space Command, and they want to be transparent. But then there was a lot of dialogue that went today where they were going to go behind the scenes, where it was going to be a closed session. Michael, what's your thoughts right away on their closed sessions? What were they afraid of talking about to the public?
Well, it's good to be with all of you today. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Situation is as follows, and I want to give you a couple of quick examples here. Now, I have the transcript that Dr. Greer had sent to us, so credit for Dr. Greer on that one. But let me just break it down to two specific examples that I want to make here. Now, this is from the transcript precisely. At 59:49, Raja says, "How about wreckage? Have we come across any wreckage of any kind of object that has now been examined by you?" And then Scott at 1:01 says, "The UAP task force doesn't have any wreckage that isn't explainable, that isn't consistent with being of terrestrial origin." Isn't that funny that they make that statement that they don't have any hardware? Isn't that funny? However, we've got reliable reports from credible military witnesses. For instance, a U.S. Marine who guarded a 40-foot diameter dish-shaped craft at a very interesting location for 2 weeks. He was there for 2 weeks, and we had multiple teams of scientists trying to break the hull of this craft. They tried 3 methods.
Yeah, that's true. But I think what's going on with what I don't think they're clarifying 100%. Now I'm yellow. Why am I yellow? I'm yellow. All right. Not going to worry about it tonight. Hold on. But I think what they're doing is they're going back to they're only going back to 2005, 4. That's what I think our government's doing. They're not going back any further and talking about anything that happened before 2004. That's what I think the congressional hearings are about, 2004 to present. Because they also talked about, the question was asked, have we ever shot any arsenal at these craft? And the answer was no. Well, we all know the Battle of LA in 1947 they shot over 1,000 rounds at something that didn't fall out of the sky, and looked like the shells were exploding all around it, not actually hitting this object like it had a force field. So I'm not so sure why they're acting like we don't have any hardware when we do, apparently. According to many, many people who used to work in the government that have been whistleblowers, have come out with their own stories, have said it. Michael Schratt just showed us one of the craft they were supposedly looking at or working on. And also these shells that, we shot at. It's really strange. The hearings are very generic, not specific. I know we're talking about, but this is what everybody's saying. People are on the other side that don't usually agree with us are thrilled beyond, but I mean, they're not even a little bit disappointed. I know some people say they are a little bit, but they're happy it happened. I feel the same way. I'm glad it happened. It might be the first step to something I had to wait 18 years to happen for me. And for any of you that were here before TTSA and Tom DeLonge, any of you have been here longer than 2016, I think you'll agree with me. It was a historic event. It was a historic day for ufology. What'd you expect? Seriously. Everybody said it. I didn't expect them to show us, hardware right now, but they could have shown us, charts, graphs, things of that nature, statistics, data. We didn't even get any data, and it took them 3 minutes to set up to find that video, which was kind of funny. Interesting. They were fumbling around with for 3 minutes.
Radar in it, and the thing says hit on the weapon
and 4 and start moving forward from there. See, my mic started doing it last night. That seems to be what they're aligning to do with that AOI MSG office as well.
So back in 1954, my former boss, Major General Wayne Gatlin, were called from on alert over Lake Superior, a fast unknown. And every time they would lock on the weapons radar in the F-94C, as soon as they locked on, the radar would just die. And this happened like 3 or 4 times, and they're heading towards Findlay, which is right on the west coast, or actually northwest coastline of Lake Superior. They had geodesic dome with the radar in it, and this thing that says headed right towards us. And he said it disappeared. General Gatlin, he was a major at the time. He was in full burner, which you can't do very long in one of those 50 vintage airplanes. And he said, well, the reason why it's not on your radar is directly above you. And everybody ran out, and this thing went straight up. And this was visibility unlimited. I mean, you could see stars if you were in a well. Or
15 of them reportedly appear to exhibit unusual flight characteristics, appear to demonstrate advanced technology, and some of them appeared to remain stationary in winds aloft, move against the wind, maneuver abruptly, or move at considerable speed without discernible means of propulsion. That's pretty intriguing. And if you're able to answer this in this setting, are we aware of any foreign adversary capable of moving objects without any discernible means of propulsion?
I think I would, without
All right. Do our adversaries have any objects with no discernible means of propulsion? And he says, no, we don't know. China or Russia or anybody else has anything like that. So interesting. But one thing that we didn't really talk on a lot was the freedom of speech thing. That if there's any groups, entities, people that are serving the public any misinformation or disinformation, there should be consequences. Translating to, if they don't agree with what we say, they should be put in jail or pay a fine or canceled. Are you kidding me? Yeah, when I heard them talking like that, I thought, to me, that was Lue Elizondo giving them that. You need to say this. We can't have people in groups out there giving disinformation. You know, that is really, really suspicious to me. When you try to silence people when there's freedom of speech to say anything you want. You can't silence us for having our opinion. There won't be any laws that govern this. There won't be any consequences for me saying Lue Elizondo's a fat fuck and a lying piece of shit, because he is. Sorry. Hey. Sorry. I don't like the guy. He's bad for ufology. He really is. He's extremely evil, this person. And I mean that with no respect for him. And if you look at the people that are in mainstream media, him, Corbell, Knapp, Pope, Mellon, and any others that buy into this bullshittery, they're lying. God, no wonder why chimpanzees do this a lot. I mean, I'm itchy on the sides. I went to the beach the other day, so I'm having a little bit of, I don't know if it's dry skin or what, but I'm itchy. Don't like being itchy Richie. But anyway, this is so stupid that they even mentioned, the very mention of telling us we can't say what we want without having consequences because we're giving misinformation and disinformation. We are. No, they are. They are. And they're trying to do the flipperooski, and it's a psychological thing. They're switching it around. And the only people that will fall for that are the general population, because they don't care. They'll listen. They're not gonna go on a podcast or a show or anything else on, I don't believe in the government. I mean, they may do it once and that's it. But to try to take down people for having an opinion, you've got to be out your freaking mind. You have got to be out of your mind. And that is exactly the administration we have today. Do as I say, not as I do. That's who they are. And they brought it right into the congressional hearings, that type of thinking. Because they're the ones lying. And then, as a matter of fact, everything that happened yesterday in those hearings was for first grade. That was current events 101 on what is all that was an updated report on what's going on and what they say they're going to investigate and follow. Am I still cutting in and out? Can somebody let me know? Because I shouldn't be. I'll wait for the reply. I'm not going to stay on this too long. I know you've heard so many people talk about it. We're just going to move right into other stuff here in a second, but I want to show you no cutting. All right, thank God. All right, thank you. That's all I care about. The volume's fine. I know exactly where it's marked on my microphone from the original time before I went to try to use this equalizer. All right. I am going to play this UFO video from Third Phase. I don't know why I stopped sharing the screen. It was an accident. But this is really wicked. Yeah, there's nothing else to talk about on the hearings. And I don't know if there's going to be one tomorrow. Okay, I don't know. Hold on. Damn it. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be one tomorrow. Here is the video. In 5 seconds, I'll have it up and running. But there's nothing else I can say that you haven't already heard. Okay? It's not cutting in and out. Yay. I know it's not. Stop trying to create drama. Hate when people do that. I'm not falling for it. All right. So this video, now I have to pull up, I got some information on this from Third Phase last night. And here it is. It's from Slovenia. Now I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to read this to you. And I'm sure it's okay with Third Phase that I do this. Because we're trying to find the truth on this video I'm about to show you. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know what I'm looking at. But here it is. We are a community from Slovenia trying to spread the word about the phenomenon and educate the public. We haven't seen the above top secret movie yet, and we would like to ask you how to stream it in Slovenia. Anyway, a few months ago, we had an interview with a very experienced hunter that caught an unexplained flying object while hunting in September of 2021. We were the first to release the whole footage of 1 minute 38 seconds. The media in our country reported it, but also discredited it, with no explanation, nothing. The video was shot with infrared PARD night vision camera. The hunter, when asking military and police to find an answer, and they had absolutely no clue what this is all about, and stated that they had no activity in the area. The hunter also stated that oldest Slovenian ufologist M. Carmelj, I'm not sure how to say that, Nikat Mufan Bufora, and others, has contacted him and was angry. Why did he turn to the media? So what happened is he went to the media to post this and then went to Mufan, Nikat, and Bufora, and they didn't want anything to do with it because it was already put on mainstream media out there. That doesn't make sense. Why would you let it out to the mainstream media? They cried out. Well, who gives a shit? Analyze it, study it, and give your own report is what I'm thinking. But no, they didn't want anything to do with it. We are considering, they continue, making a short documentary about it. Amateur, unfortunately, because of lack of equipment and funds. We're sending you a link for our interview, unfortunately only in Slovenian, not yet translated to English, and the original footage. Best regards, SUFORC.com, Sufork. So I have the original video, but I'm going to play the one that Third Phase of Moon has on their channel. Tell me what you think. I have no idea what I'm looking at. I'm really at a loss for words because it looks so good, but I don't know. Well, here it is. I don't know, man. To me, it looks like somebody, I don't know, it looks like somebody with a light shining it out there, but it's not. I mean, it's odd, isn't it? But again, here we are, night vision, and nobody thought about recording it another way.
So here's the background story in regards to this video. It was captured in Slovenia. Primoz Barkovic reached out to us right here at Third Phase, and he has been struggling to get this footage out to the world. The major media in Slovenia reported it, but they also discredited it, apparently, according to Primoz.
That's right, Gorilla Gamer.
They said there was no explanation whatsoever, nothing to discredit. But the hunter himself, who reached out to Primoz, said that he went to the military and the police asking for questions and answers. They responded that there was nothing in regards to any drills or exercises in the area, so they dismissed him. So basically, right now, Primoz has reached out to Third Phase Moon to get the word out, and we're going to be sharing the original link below. Guys, I want to get your opinions. Brett, what's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, let's roll that tape again. This one's pretty one for the books right now. We're looking at this strange cylindrical object, and you can almost see like a ring behind it, where it kind of showcases some sort of transformation. It seems to be morphing. Now again, could this be something that's out of focus in the lens and maybe floating on something? Well, we've come across a lot of these kind of videos, but this one looks particularly weird. We're looking at something very strange. You just see it kind of bobbing up and down, and the cameraman's actually got this thing in the crosshairs and doing a really good job just focusing on this weird object, and it stays there for quite some time. Now, the big question is, what is this, guys?
I'm looking at it a little bit more, and if this were some kind of hoax or something on a string, it would be pretty difficult, in my opinion, to keep whatever this object stable as it is. It's not really undulating from left to right or anything. It seems to be remaining quite horizontal. But also, this hunter, again, claims that he has no idea what it is, and he went in search for answers from the military, but he also went in search from a famous ufologist, apparently in Slovenia. His name was Mr. Kremage. I might be misstating his name. Sorry for that, but he's part of some big UFO outfits like NICAP and MUFON and BUFORA and others. And this hunter contacted this top ufologist, and apparently this top ufologist, Mr. Kremage, was angry with him that he leaked it to the media. Quote, why did he turn it to the media and let it out? So there is some question.
Can I, who cares? If the guy wanted it to go to the media, people are weird, NICAP, MUFON, Bufora, who gives a shit? David Wilcox for $5, thank you for that, says it's an eyeball reflection on the lens. I'm not so sure about that. But you know what? I'm not so sure, man. I really don't. And the thing is, there's nowhere in the story where it says that this is a hunter's scope on a rifle, because it sure looks like it. That's what I'm gathering here, is that they're recording it from that, but nobody mentions it. So I'm not sure why the camera would have a target, a sight line set up, but it is, and I don't know why it's there. It must be some sort of scope of some sort, but nobody says it. David, I'm not sure. But I've never seen that in any of the videos I've had, but I've never had night vision like that. Interesting. Thank you very much. I also wanted to thank Dr. Z. Smith for becoming a member Now look, I did try changing where it says YouTube member to GoofOn. I can't find it. And if anybody knows how to do it, tell me. But it's not, I've tried every single way possible. But thank you very much, Dr. Z. Smith, for becoming a member. You're a longtime contributor in front of the show. So it's an interesting sighting, one that I have no explanation on what it could be. It does look like an Atari game. There was a game that the 2600 had where that object looked very, very familiar. It was in the game. I don't know what game it was. So I'm a little worried about the sighting. I'm a little worried, yes, that this the crosshairs here are maybe an overlay. I know. I'm going to get yelled at. And nobody would fake anything like that. Yeah, they would. But it moves weird. It's
Question, Slovenia, we're here.
And a big
Right
pet
here at
peeve
Third
of
Phase Moon.
mine is where is the ending of the video? How does this object fly away? Maybe it's in the original link. I can check. Let's take a look real quick and see if it's in the original link that I have. Maybe it is, but I doubt it. Let's see how long it is. Oh, this is 22 minutes. It's right from the SUFORC.com. Oh, hold on. Let's do this. I'm bringing it over. It's an interesting sighting. I can't spend too much more time on it. But I will take a look with you to see if we can find
Septembra
out what's going on.
2021 se je v bližini Sodržice zgodilo nekaj, kar še danes ostaja nepojasnjeno. Tega dogodka lovec gospod Igor Štupica ne bo zlahka
Why didn't this
pozabil.
work right?
Ali gre za najbolje evidentiran primer
Well, that's
bližnjega srečanja z
interesting.
nezemeljskim pri nas?
This, yeah.
Kontaktirali smo gospoda Štupico in z njim opravili telefonski pogovor. Predvajali bomo tudi posnetek, ki ga je
So they go over where they were, where they saw it.
Veš, da je to kaj ne pol 9:20.
Let me see if I can get
Ja, je bila
closed
tema,
caption on
ratala,
here.
ne. In jaz sem pač sedel kar v temu, ne, ker pač sem vedel, da imam tu zenočno opazovanje, ne.
No, they didn't
In
have it
sedim in
available.
čakam, ne, sem vedel, da je pač ponavadi so zmeraj
So obviously,
proste,
he was looking this way, maybe.
Ali pa 2-3 ritmi, ki so imeli tak dan, ne. No in sem čakam do ure 10 čez.
This is great. I wish we could have it in English.
Kot neki obroč okole, tak temen, ampak v tem temnem obroču se je kar nekaj prilivalo
I'm
noter
looking
in
for it to end.
pa sta drug dan.
This goes on forever.
Ja, sa tu je noč, okano, ker sem nisem videl, kaj je, kaj ne. In sem rekel, ne vem. Pa tudi jaz sem tisto pole tu primerjavo delal, koliko je bilo tu veliko, pol sem videl, da tle je prišlo, sem rekel, tle levo prav do mene narbliže, ki je prišlo, sem rekel, tam leti Save je približno tukaj, ker je bila. Kaj je pa tista stvar delala, pa ne vem. Tam je tisto sondiralo, tu je prav nekaj sondiralo, ne. Tudi je nekaj, ali se je kaj napajalo, ali kaj, ne vem.
We never get the ending of it. Watch.
Ker sem, nobenega straha nimam pred tem terenom, bom šel se sigurno gor jagat, ker je en predel, ki ga narajš obiskujem, kar se lova tiče.
How cool. So I'll put the link to the original video in the description so you can watch the 13-minute sighting. That is, it's amazing. Yep, that's exactly what he said, AZ man. He said, Fruken die Jodi Frasken is got wow. I can read Slovenia somewhat. Cut. That's a wrap. Yeah. Ibnar, I know. I want to see it leave. It does look like BS, but I know. It does. Me too. That's the problem. it looks like it's a video game, but what if it isn't, man? And what if it's real? And this guy actually caught a UFO in the woods while hunting. Something inside me tells me there's something wrong with the video. My instincts are telling me probably because it looks like a light ship, and the way it moves around looks like somebody like holding something and just moving it by themselves. Now, you can go ahead and think like me if you want. If you don't want to believe it's real, I don't know, and I'm leaving it out there because let's face it, none of us here can look each other in the eye and honestly say we've seen a UFO this close up to record it like that. Me, like a lot of you, see dots, and you can't get anything out of those either. The unfortunate thing about this video is the one thing that is sticking in. There's two things: the way it moves, and we never see it leave. A good example of that, Anthony Aslampari from Unidentified S4 has recently gotten a few videos, and you can see the objects leave the area. He stays with it. He showed it to us. He wasn't afraid to just show us the best parts. You do that, man. If you're out there and you're seeing something, make the conscious decision, because according to you guys, whoever reports UFOs are recording history. So why wouldn't you want to watch it until the very end? What were you late for? A movie? Traffic? You couldn't pull off to the side of the road? What? You were hunting and camping, and it was at night, so you couldn't record it because you had to get back to your tent? So why aren't we seeing the end of a lot of videos? Sometimes people really don't have time. I get it. But this guy had all the time in the world out there hunting, and he couldn't even give us something to look at, like the object disappearing. This also looks like a fake. There was I think it was the guy, what is his name? That was Frakes, Brian Frakes, the guy who was in Star Trek, had a show. And I think it was the best UFO sightings part 2 or something like that. And there was an object that was a light ship. And it looked like it was a flashlight, and I think it was, and they turned it off. And you can see that it was a light bulb inside the thing, and it was pretty funny. But they showed that. And this kind of reminds me of that. I know if Third Phase is listening to this, they're yelling at me. I can feel it. No, it's not. I know it's a real video. I know the guy shot it. I just don't have confidence in it because it's something I'm not used to seeing. So I have no way of understanding what I'm looking at. Now that's the problem and it's a good one to be having, because UFOs don't show up every single day. Like some people think they're invading the earth. They're everywhere. Maybe, but if they were, there would be a lot more recordings of better objects. And this one here, it's a little goofy for me. I don't know. Something's wrong. Thank you, Ibnar, with another $5 super chat. The background seems like ground, not sky, like a light shone on the ground. Well, it isn't. It is, the guy's looking straight out and the forest is behind it. I mean, I think that was pretty obvious. I'll pull it up again, just so you can take a look with me. Thank you, Ibnar. Another $5. Thank you.
Vse v tem posnetku je identično posneto tiste dan, samo tisto bo ena kapljica prišla od
nekje. The trees back here. This is the ground, I think. I'm not sure. But these are trees. You can see the wind blowing.
Recimo tam dol ena piksna ležala, pa da bi meni nekaj vračalo
This, I
nazaj.
think,
ne.
is the ground.
Ampak tu se premika, sem rekel, ne.
Poudaril je še enkrat, da je več kot prepričan, da to absolutno ni bil nikakršen dron.
I mean, they
To
do
dokazuje-
show it.
Ja, je bila
You know?
tema, ratala, ne. In jaz sem pač sedel kar v temu, ne, ker pač
That's where he
delam
was.
tu za nočno opazovanje, ne. Nobenega glasa ni dal od sebe.
I don't know, guys. All I know is that video could be real, and I'm dismissing it, and I don't want to do that right now. I'm just telling you, it looks a little goofy, and maybe that's because we don't understand what we're looking at. And if these craft have the ability to move, make 90-degree turns at, thousands of miles an hour, it would look like this. It would just look weird. You know what I mean? It wouldn't look normal, because we think things should look a certain way. But if it's beating up gravity and owning gravity, that it can do what it wants, well, it might just look like this.
Ali ga tudi poznam dron in tu ne, pol sem pa jaz tu malo brskal, ne, in sem tudi od neke vojske rekli, da naj.
Joshua Godson, $20 a member for the ladies in the room. All right. For the ladies. Thank you very much. I don't know how I'm going to give that money and split it up, but thank you very much. I'll figure it out. Thanks, man. That's $20, so, you get one of those videos. And again, I got that over it. Thank you very much. All right, let's stop this. I'm going to be possibly doing a Randonautica tomorrow. And then when I'm done doing the Randonautica during the day, I'm going to edit it together and put a video up during the show. But then again, I'm thinking, I'm going to do the Randonautica, and I'm just going to make that video, because I have 2 videos that are almost done that I haven't had a chance to finish, and I've got an hour left on each, give or take. But I think I'll just make it for the members, because tomorrow I have something I really want to talk about, and it's interesting. I've talked about it on the show before. And I'll talk about Randonautica tomorrow. We might do that anyway. But there was this one day where I was sky watching, and I was starting to bring the equipment in. Brought my camera in, brought in some other stuff, my camera bag, and I had to go outside to grab the tripod. As I'm walking outside, I look up just out of habit, and I see what looks like, do you guys know what an overhead projector is? In school, they use them when they want to show you something on the screen. It's got a light at the top. It kind of looks like ET and a table right here, and then they slide the document. It's clear piece of plastic with writing on it. You can see through it, and the light shines down on a mirror and projects it outward to the screen. And when the teacher, when it's on, and you can see the teacher sliding in the document when you're looking at the screen, I saw a grid, like longitude and latitude lines, being positioned in the sky. I immediately called my wife at the time, who was standing right next to me, 5 feet away. I said, grab my camera, come here, look at the sky, tell me what you see. Hurry, hurry. She comes out, she goes, here, gives me my camera, and I'm looking up at the same time, and I go, do you see it? She goes, yeah, it's longitude and latitude lines, like a grid. And I'm like, oh my God, you see it. Thank freaking God. And I'm turning on the camera. And back in those days, it would take several seconds to turn on. By the time I hit record and started zooming in, the lines were just about gone. If not, I couldn't record them. Believe me, I tried finding them when I recorded the sky. So something positioned in our sky, and I'm telling you this for a reason. And immediately I called my wife because I noticed that the lines were starting to disappear immediately. And when I looked up at the sky, I looked here and I looked over here because I couldn't look to the right because the house was there, because I'm underneath the porch looking up at some open sky between the trees. That is not an uncommon thing, by the way. The grid in the sky. So I'm looking for people who have seen a grid in the sky, and I want to talk to you. And if you have had honestly seen something like that, contact me at goofonradio@gmail.com. I want to learn more about that. But that grid being put into the sky was I have to say, the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And it just makes no sense. Makes no sense. So my wife and I were getting ready to go out somewhere, and we were talking about it. And I'm like, it's got to be, something, what is it, blue beam or some sort of projection, obviously. But I'm not thinking aliens. I'm thinking it's our own military, our own government that has this defense system that's in the sky, maybe. Or maybe I saw behind the veil, because there are some people out there who have seen this. And it's amazing, whatever it is. And I'm not the only one. But if anybody has seen anything like that, I would really like you to contact me. Tell me your story, how many witnesses, what time of day it was. For me, it was 11:45 in the morning, almost noon. So it was daytime, not at night. And there were grayish black lines. And I'm telling you, I saw it it went in crooked, and then whatever. I didn't see a hand. I just saw this slide into the sky and then turn. And then as soon as it turned, it started to disappear. And I saw like two grids on this side and two grids on the other side of this tree that was pretty tall, and I was underneath the porch, so I had to, go like this and look out, and it was pretty wild. Yeah, it's weird. I don't get it. Anyway, that is the world we live in. And I always tell you guys, there's no reason for anybody to lie unless they never saw or experienced something and they just want that attention, because this world is more paranormal than normal. It is a weird, weird, weird world. And I think, and I am a big supporter of the law of attraction. And I think you can manifest certain things out of your own mind, possibly. I'm not sure, but I think that's what happens. Like people who meditate or try to do CE5 or are good people, are good at manifesting things through thought. I think these are the people who are in the field like me, or maybe a beacon, or maybe we're creating it, or maybe we're getting its attention. Like, I'm here, I believe, I'm trying to see you, can you show me something type of thing. And I'm wondering if we do get those glimpses because we're looking. Not because we're gullible or because we're making it up, but there are real events happening to people every day. Why? What does it mean? It means the world isn't what we think it is. And I think we can't handle the truth if we knew what it was. I think I would be able to. I really do. I really do. I think it would be a phenomenal thing to go to another dimension or another planet or go into space and find out what everything really is. Find out the meaning of life. What are we doing here? Is it about that? No. This life here, this isn't it. There's more. There's got to be. It's just too damn big. It wouldn't make sense. But then again, if you talk to scientists, some of them think, we're it. We are no different than an insect. We're no different than a butterfly, an alligator. We're just smart. So when you have the brain capacity to think this way and you're self-aware and you understand there's consequences for your actions, good or bad, that you can create drama and you can have an impact on people. It's purposeful and with intent. I guess that's the same thing. There's animals at work, they go on instinct mostly, right? I know chimpanzees, I'm not talking about chimps or gorillas even, because they're smarter than people think they are. But I always wondered, do chimpanzees have a soul? And why don't we ever see ghost apes or chimpanzees or anything else? Why does it always have to be human or demons or whatever? We just don't know, man. That's it. We just don't freaking know. And that's why we're all here. We want to talk about it. We want to know what the hell's going on. We want to know why, who, what's next, where are we going? Where are we going? When it's done and over with, where are we going? When we die. It's the ultimate question. It's bigger than aliens. Way bigger than aliens. Now, this channel, Project Dark Knight Horror, I used to watch it a long time ago, but for some reason it was in my recommendations the other day, and I found a video where, now I thought I had it, really. This girl was a TikToker, I believe. Oh my God, I swear I'm going to hurt myself. Seriously. No, I am. I'm going to hurt myself. Because I thought I had the video. I have to go into history. I just watched it before we got here. Yeah, here it is. All right, I got it. I'm a little confused, man. This is bullshit. This is unbelievable bullshit, what I'm experiencing right now. I emailed it to myself, the video, and it's not in my email. There's another video in there, not the one I want to show you, and that's just bizarre. So I'm going into my history on my phone, and it's not even there. This has got to be it.
This haunting is no different. Listen.
All right, this is the video. I'm going to send it to myself again.
In the kitchen area. This
And this channel is okay with sharing stuff. So I don't have to worry about cutting off or talking, and I can just play it because they're all about copyright and sharing. So I'm waiting for the video to pop up in my, there it is. Here it is. It's unbelievable. Yeah, this is it. I got it now. Hold on, I'm pulling it up. All right, I'm there. No wonder why. Okay. Here we go. About 8 seconds. I got it up for you here. I got it up for you. Hey, what's up? I am Stu Little. $2.50 super sticker. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Mucho gusto, generoso. Super sticker, so. And your super sticker is fist bump. The fist bump pair. Thanks, man. I am Stu Little, a continuing supporter of Goof On. Mucho gusto, generoso, Stu Little. All right, let me get rid of this. That's not it. Paranormal videos. There we go. I am playing this because I think this is legit. And if it isn't, I'd be surprised. But it's pretty interesting what this girl went through and is probably still going through.
As you get ready to watch paranormal videos that prove 100% ghosts, poltergeists and demons, feed on fear. The Welsh Poltergeist. My first case was sent to me by one of my longtime subscribers, Gemma Chambers. So Gemma, if you're watching, I thank you for all your hard work and emails. To anybody else, if you've sent me an email, I will be replying to you this week. We're traveling to the valleys in Wales, where a family reside in a haunted house. The activity has become a daily occurrence that the mother has gotten quite used to. The same cannot be said for the daughter.
Sorry, not sure.
A friend of the family called Emily couldn't believe what she was witnessing right in front of her eyes. So she grabbed her camera and started recording.
This is it.
Taps and bangs were heard from within the walls. Lights were turning on and off by themselves, and scratching could be heard in the dead of the night, and objects started levitating. Watch.
You're just sat there on your phone while the light is going for gold.
I'm getting used to it now.
The two of them are going
I
mind.
told you about a picture today, tonight.
Yeah, you rang me.
Yeah, but it's you it is. No, because I'm not being funny. Me and John were sat here. That dog picture come off there, but yet it's behind the telephone. There's no way that can come flying off there on its own. Like, no windows open. And it come flying off its own. And then you messaged me straight after it happened. I need cameras in here.
Yeah, you do. Look at that though. Look at that. On the ceiling. Right in front of me.
Look at the door, Em.
The door. Look at that. The door's never done that, ever. Wow. Oh my God.
What was that?
Another door slam.
Yeah.
What?
What was that?
It gets
That was
better.
us. We shut the door, love. Alright? Yeah, we shut it.
Mine's shut as well, though.
Your door's shut by itself. Yeah,
The-
bathroom window's open.
She's telling her daughter that because her daughter's really scared, and if she thinks it was something paranormal, she'd freak out.
Plenty of activity here tonight.
But the light started shaking more, and nobody touched it. Can it be fake? It can be.
Go upstairs, Jane.
I don't think it is, though.
Go upstairs. It's all right. Well, you can't. Well, take it with you then. Where's your other charger?
That means somebody would have to be upstairs making that thing shake, or there's string that we just can't see right now in a live video stream. And the other one's moving.
Like so many
See it?
hauntings before, and like so many hauntings to come, it all started with taps and bangs and lampshades moving. But during the course of time, the activity escalated. This is because the entity was being acknowledged. I had to remove the sound for this next clip due to copyright issues.
It's hovering the phone
As you
receiver.
can see, the phone levitates off the receiver and into the air for a few seconds. The two ladies turn on the lights and start to communicate with the entity, asking it what does it want.
All right. And I know what a lot of people are saying. I said it too. That there's got to be some manipulation with strings or something we just can't see. I thought about that, and it's not easy like you think it is, especially doing it this way when you got people interacting and are inside the frame at the same time. You know, it's not done in a post edit. I mean, it could be, but it's not. I mean, things happen, man. I've seen things move now more than once. And when it happens, it's like you don't get scared because it happens so fast. You're like, you know what you saw, but this here is different. You would be able to see the strings. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little gullible when it comes to these videos, but I don't think so. They're not all fake.
This is one of the many objects that levitate in their home. And the ladies can't help but wonder, why is it doing this?
There's a reason we're in
As the
this
seconds
field,
turn
guys.
into minutes, Bex draws nearer to inspect the levitation.
That looks like more than...
But as she
In a
does,
way, it does look like there would be string because the way it's wobbling and bobbing, right? It looks like it's on something that would be a string, but just keep watching.
the entity slams the phone down hard onto the table, scaring her and sending her running. If you want, you can watch the full unmuted clip on her channel.
That thing got slammed down. It didn't fall down.
Look
It got
at
slammed
that
down.
picture go.
Yeah, the picture thing is
Right,
cool.
I'm
She
try and get
starts...
up as close as I can to show you that there's nothing on the picture. Alright, my heart is pounding.
Watch.
The cat watching it.
The curtain's being moved. The picture frame is... It's going to hover here in a second. It looks like it's on a string, doesn't it? It sure does. That's exactly what it would look like if it was on a string. Right? The way it's moving, that's all strings. It has to be. Right? Right? I'm not sure.
Did you see that?
Of course I did. I'm filming it. You'll be alright.
Oh yeah. I'm not lying, the fucking picture is levitating.
That looks like it's on a string.
You can't see it.
Right?
Look.
The way it wobbles like that?
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that!
It's weird. I
The
don't know how they're
activity
doing
got so
it if I
bad
can't see the
over
string.
time
And I know
that the
that
ladies
it's not the
stopped
best
all communication with the
high-def
entity.
video.
But if you want to watch their haunting from the beginning,
This
jump
isn't
over
the
to
one
their
I
YouTube
wanted to
channel.
watch, though.
It's
That's the
called
funny
The
thing. It's
Lost
the
Entities.
next one. It's this next.
Home
This is the one I
Alone.
wanted to show you anyway.
For case number 2,
I know.
we're jumping over to
All
a
right.
TikTok account.
This is the one I wanted to show you, and I don't know how I missed it, but I thought the first one was cute. But this one I think is the real one. The last one, no. And I just realized that. This looks fake. I mean, this looks real. The other one looked fake. This might be real. And that's the whole thing, guys. When people, like, I think those ladies may have faked that shit because it looked like there was a string, but you couldn't see it. They must have, you know, got rid of it in post-production. I don't know. But, you know, when you lift something up and what can I use? Maybe a hat, like, you know, it's gonna do this, right? And that's what was happening. But in this video, this person here, I think this might be legit. Josh Gordon says for $2, even if it's real, it can be faked. I know. That's the sad thing of it all. Thanks, Josh Godson. Here we go. This is very rare that I find certain situations real, and this might be one of them.
Account from a girl called Sam. Her account is still active with ghosty going on.
This girl's actually kind of cool.
Just like most
She's
TikTok
funny.
accounts, Sam started light-hearted with funny skits, but accidentally, one day, she was at home filming a TikTok when something happened that would change the direction of her account forever. Watch.
Watch a movie. Gonna get some juice first. Gotta get some juice for my movie. Gonna get some juice. Orange juice. Give me this orange juice. Gonna get some popcorn. Okay. Oh. Hello? Alrighty then. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way, no way. Oh no, 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 orange juice, no, 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 no. Open, 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 open.
As you just saw, Sam experienced something paranormal. I mean, the series of events that just took place cannot be denied. But why did this happen? None of her TikToks are about the paranormal, and Sam doesn't look like the type who messes with Ouija boards or who goes ghost hunting. Before these videos, there was nothing about her account that would lead to the paranormal. So that means her house must have been haunted from before, and the spirit has chosen now to communicate. As Sam tries to explain to her viewers about her last video, this happens.
And I don't know. I'm okay, if you're gonna wonder that. I'm fine. Shut up. Oh my god.
And I don't know. I'm okay, if you're gonna wonder that. I'm fine.
That one, now, when I'm going to show you that again, the reason I think this is legit, because if this was a string, when that hat gets pulled, it would, the first thing, this side would fall down, right? It would be like, I'll show you. So you got the hat, right? And if it got pulled this way, it would go like this. The hat would go down like that. If there was a string there, it would fall over to the side. This hat goes like this. And it looks like it stays that way, right? Like leveled. So let's take a look again.
I wonder that. I'm fine.
See what I mean? It's really interesting. I don't know, man. I'm telling you. It starts off good.
To communicate. As Sam tries to explain to her viewers about her last video, this had to communicate. As Sam tries
Oh my God, I'm gonna kill myself.
This happens.
and I don't know. I'm okay. If you're gonna wonder that, I'm fine.
That's weird. Sorry. It's just not right.
Shut up. Oh my god.
Her reaction is great.
I don't know.
Oh, I guess I didn't have to go back in slow motion.
If you're gonna wonder that, I'm fine.
So the spirit wants to make contact, and that's exactly what Sam does. She acknowledges the entity and asks it to move the bottle of water. Each time it does, it moves more and more,
No
getting
strings
stronger
on the ground.
each time.
Again, please.
Nothing. No strings.
Oh my god, oh my god.
You would easily be able to tell if there was any blurring out or anything like that.
Can you do that again? Can you do it again?
The thing is, it tips over and then goes back. It's kind of cool.
Just like all the hauntings before, this haunting follows the same blueprint. The novelty soon wears off, and now it's no fun anymore. The entity has gained strength, and now the activity has escalated to the next phase.
I'm trying to put away my laundry. There's something in my closet. Oh my god.
This next clip is really creepy. It's been weeks now, and the entity has gone from strength to strength, and Sam has communicated with it every step of the way, just as she was asked to. So, taking some advice from our viewers, she uses a camera and takes some photos of her room, hoping to catch some spirit orbs. But Sam catches something a lot more worrying. Watch.
So, night before last, I was taking pictures in my room, and I had decided to open my closet a little bit,
You don't need the
and I thought that I
microphone
would
in your
catch
mouth.
some orbs or some mist-like anomalies. And sorry, so here's the picture.
This sucks.
Let me zoom in for you. I don't own any clothes that look anything like that. That is a face in my closet.
That is a microphone in your mouth.
If this photo is real, then it's quite worrying. Instead of catching orbs in her bedroom like she was trying to, Sam caught this chilling image of a child watching her from inside
That's
her
a
cupboard.
child? It looks like a demon.
What I find chilling about this photo is that throughout history, demons have been known to appear as helpless little children, when in fact, that couldn't be further from the truth.
Hey, let's go get my sister. Hey, Charlie, watch out. What are you doing? Got you, me. Got you. Go, 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 go.
No. Oh my god.
Okay. Hey, Charlie.
This is crazy. Look. Now, there's a light over here. You can see it lighting up here. How come when the shadow person was there, you didn't see their shadow on the floor? Huh? Watch.
Oh my God, Danny. What?
And she goes right to it. No fear.
Literally,
That's
someone just ran in
crazy.
here, I think.
No, I believe
Someone
this
just
is
ran in
real.
your room.
You sure?
You'll see.
Oh my God, Danny.
Now, if you've been watching my 100% paranormal series from the start,
Watch,
then
no
you will be
shadow on the
familiar
ground.
with these entities. They've appeared in multiple hauntings in multiple houses all over the world. And they always appear from afar, just watching you from the shadows. You will be familiar with these entities. They've appeared in multiple hauntings in multiple houses all over the world.
No
And
way.
they always appear from afar, just watching you from the shadows.
So, since you like to slam doors in this house, do you think you could do it now?
And you don't see any people, you don't see any feet underneath the door. You know what I mean? There's no shadows, nobody's running.
No way.
It's a legitimate thing, I'm pretty sure.
The haunting has escalated from objects moving here and there to full-blown violent banging. This next phase in the haunting is to install fear into the victim. The more fear it creates, the stronger it gets. Imagine you're at home by yourself when you hear this.
Okay, so I'm home by myself. That's my car right there, the white Challenger. That's mine.
Must be nice.
That's my dad's Jeep. He went with
Living
my mom
with mommy and
to
daddy.
the store in her car, and both of my sisters are at work right now. I am by myself with my dogs. Hi, and I'm hurt, but that's okay. And I'm hearing like all of this. You hear that? I don't know where it's coming from, and I've looked everywhere. I don't know where the sound is coming from. God.
Come on.
Seriously?
How could that be?
So I'm recording now.
I know there's everybody here, maybe not everybody, but I've watched, I don't know, over 1,000 of these things, these videos, and some of them just don't seem real, and some of them do. And it's very rare you can have somebody seemingly looking legitimately curious, surprised. All emotions seem real to me. I'm not seeing somebody being deceptive at all. You know, I can't tell you, you should believe it, but if there's something that's out there that's real, I think we might have caught it here in this video. And the only reason I have become more of a believer to some of these things, like in the past, I would say every one of these videos is fake. Even though the body language would seem right, people can act really well in this world. Some people are just naturally good at acting, but I don't think this girl is. And pretty soon the parents are involved, or the father, and it ramps up a little bit. It's kind of interesting to me, and which is why I want to do the Randonautica, see if I can manifest something again. So let's finish this off. It's kind of interesting to me. I don't know why. I just like it.
I heard some more tapping noises just a little bit ago. I'm gonna go and check it out. Are you guys tapping on something out here?
No, I thought that was you. Oh, yeah.
Wait, shh. Where is it?
Yeah, it sounds like it's coming from that kid.
The shower?
What the hell? Ooh, did you feel that?
No. What?
Oh.
He feels a breeze go right through him.
For this next very short clip, focus your attention onto the doors on the left of the screen. You're going to see the entity travel from left to right. Watch.
Right by the lamp, yeah. It's pretty wild. Then it goes down to the ground. Watch. Down. See that?
If an entity follows you out of your home, it means only one thing. It is attached to that person, and the entity is feeding on energy and fear.
So I was in here earlier. The lights aren't working at the moment. This thing over here fell down. That little pumpkin looking thing.
I didn't feature all of Sam's videos because of time, but she's still posting paranormal activity in her home as recent as last week. So think about all you've seen and heard and make your decision. Do you think this is real? You decide. If you want to watch the haunting of Sam, check out her TikTok account. The name is on screen. The Jersey Devil.
No.
Our next case is about a YouTube channel called Haunting Jersey.
I didn't watch it.
A husband and wife and their kids live in another haunted home. And just like all the hauntings we've seen together, this also shares same similarities.
You look so tired.
All right, I can't. I forgot. I was supposed to go over Skinwaker Ranch. So let's do that real quick before we get out of here. So I watched Skinwalker Ranch, season 3, episode 3, and it wasn't a bad episode actually. This one was kind of interesting. They got a pilot to take her Cessna and fly back and forth over the triangle at the ranch. And they were going to do all these tests, like a GPS test, to track it, and other anomalous things that maybe they could find. When they went over the triangle last week, they were throwing, or 2 weeks ago, they threw out these canisters, and it was something like 50 of them, and apparently 48 of them were lost. They can't find them. They found 2 of them. And when they tracked it, when they dropped it over the triangle with the sensor in it, and then they had tracked the airplane or the helicopter 2 weeks ago, it looked like everything was going fine. As soon as it passed over the triangle, it looked like the helicopter went underground, according to the tracking system, which is really weird. To GPS. So this week she flies and does a grid pattern back and forth, different altitudes from 1,500 feet up to 5,000 feet, because in between 1,500 and 5,000 there's that mysterious energy that's over the Skinwalker Ranch. Well, everything looked fine. They had the data, it matched up. And then all of a sudden, it looked like the Cessna went underground again. Not only that, it tracked it 65.5 miles underground. Well, if you don't know, 65.5 miles is exactly how far it is to get to space. That's the edge of space and our atmosphere, 65.5 miles. But it said it went underground 65.5 miles. There's some sort of anomaly that is happening over at this triangle place at the ranch. And it's very interesting, I have to admit. Now, could it just be some sort of error with the equipment? Well, it happens too much, but then again, it is TV and it is Skinwalker. Things probably did happen. What I need to do is watch The Secret at Silent Frog. What is that? Black Frog. The other thing that has anomalous events that's only about 30 miles away from Skinwalker. Blind Frog. So I'm going to start watching that and see if there's any comparisons. But it was pretty interesting. There wasn't much else to talk about on the episode. I mean, there was. They went up and looked at petroglyphs with the Native American, and he was showing them petroglyphs with the spiral, showing that there's a portal that the indigenous were putting on the rocks. Well, there was also a mound with a bunch of rocks, like boulders, and it was and it had the shape of a spiral. And you're supposed to walk through these spirals clockwise. And if you do it clockwise, that means you're getting protection. If you do it the other way, the wrong way, that means you're inviting bad entities or something. You're not doing it right. So it goes against the tradition of the spiral. And other than that, they really didn't get much data or anything else, but I thought it was interesting. So what would that mean? If the radar tracking showed 65.5 miles underground, but it's 65.5 miles to space, holy shit. I mean, that could open up a lot of questions as to what the hell's going on over there. Maybe there is some sort of portal at Skinwalker Ranch. Can't deny it. I mean, that's data. They've got data. And if we're taking it at face value and trusting that they're not manipulating it in any way, shape, or form, well, that's pretty good. So we'll keep an eye on Skinwalker. There's not much to talk about, which is why I wasn't going to give it much, but it was a good episode. I liked it. And next Monday, I'll watch it, and we'll do another one on Tuesday. Usually I want to do them on Tuesdays, but I forgot, and with the hearings and everything. But that's about it for today. I want to thank everybody. I can't believe I went for 2 hours. I don't know how I did it, but the videos helped. Thanks for hanging out. We're getting a nice little crowd here at 7 o'clock. So we're here at 7 now. So spread the word. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We have the thank you button. If you don't see the show live and you still want to support the show, you can do it through PayPal, Cash App. All the links are in the description of every video here. So help us out if you want. I wanted to thank PayPal from John Griffin, who sent in $10. I appreciate that a lot. You are a continuing supporter of GoofOn. I started a revolution. Could be religious, not our fault. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to check that out. Just seeing messages that came in. And what else? Anything else I need to bring up? Nope. Thank you, moderators, super chatters. Thank you, everybody else, the veterans and newcomers. Without you guys, this does not exist. We're getting a nice little jump here with subscribers, so something nice is happening. I appreciate the help and all the camaraderie lately. It's been nice being on your shows and talking with y'all and having some fun in the chat rooms, and I appreciate you guys bringing that here to GoofOn. And we'll be back tomorrow night. I should be fine tomorrow. But thank you very much, everybody. And we are Truthology for ufology, whether you like it or not. So have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
There's a lunar thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies over and why did it downward treasured sites in Christianity?
UFO, bright lights descending,